This is your climate, sustain it. Flooding is a serious natural disaster that can cause significant damage to homes, businesses, and communities. It's important for homeowners and business owners to understand their flood risk and take steps to protect their property, as well as to have the right insurance coverage in place. First, it's important to understand the different types of flooding that can occur. There are two main types of flooding: river flooding and flash flooding. River flooding occurs when a river overflows its banks due to heavy rain or snowmelt. Flash flooding, on the other hand, occurs when there is heavy rain in a short period of time, often resulting in rapid rising of water in creeks and streams. It's also important to understand that not all areas are at equal risk of flooding. Homes and businesses located in low-lying areas, near rivers or creeks, or in floodplains are at a higher risk of flooding. Additionally, homes and businesses located in areas that have recently experienced flooding are at a higher risk of experiencing it again in the future. To protect your property from flooding, there are several steps you can take. One is to make sure that your home or business is properly elevated, so that it's less likely to be damaged in the event of a flood. You can also install flood barriers, such as sandbags or flood walls, to protect your property from rising water. Additionally, you can make sure that your gutters and downspouts are in good working order to prevent water from pooling around your home or business. Another important step in protecting your property from flooding is to make sure you have the right insurance coverage in place. Many standard homeowners and business insurance policies do not cover damage from flooding. Instead, you'll need to purchase a separate flood insurance policy. It's important to note that flood insurance policies often have a 30-day waiting period before they go into effect, so it's important to purchase your policy well in advance of a potential flood. When shopping for flood insurance, it's important to understand the different types of coverage available. There are two main types of flood insurance: building coverage and contents coverage. Building coverage provides protection for the physical structure of your home or business, including the walls, floors, and foundation. Contents coverage provides protection for the personal property inside your home or business, such as furniture, appliances, and clothing. It's also important to understand that there are limits to the amount of coverage available through flood insurance. For example, building coverage is typically limited to $250,000, while contents coverage is typically limited to $100,000. If your home or business is valued at more than these limits, you may need to purchase additional coverage. In addition to protecting your property and purchasing flood insurance, there are several steps you can take to prepare for a potential flood. One is to create an emergency plan, outlining what you and your family will do in the event of a flood. This might include things like identifying an evacuation route, stocking up on emergency supplies, and creating a communication plan with your family and friends. Another important step in preparing for a flood is to stay informed about weather conditions in your area. This might include watching the news, listening to the radio, or subscribing to email or text alerts from your local weather service. By staying informed, you'll be better prepared to take action if a flood is imminent. In conclusion, flooding is a serious natural disaster that can cause significant damage to homes, businesses, and communities. It's important for homeowners and business owners to understand their flood risk and take steps to protect their property, as well as to have the right insurance coverage in place. This is UrClimate, sustain with insurance.